What's up, guys? Welcome back to TaylorMadeOtaku, and today is the 2019 winter anime hype train. 2018 was an amazing year for anime, from the very beginning to the very end, with some shows that were controversial, some shows that were just downright amazing, some shows that make you cry, some shows that make you laugh. It had everything for everybody. Now, could 2018 be the greatest year in anime? Maybe. I don't know. I'll make a video on that later. But 2019 has a lot of promise. There's a lot of shows that we've been waiting for a long time to get another season 2. Some shows that we didn't expect to get another season 2, but we're waiting for it, like Mob Psycho 100, like Kakegurui, One Punch Man, the fourth season to My Hero Academia. All gonna be very, very dope shows, and I'm really looking forward to those. But in this video, I'm going to give you 8 anime that are going to be airing in the winter, and none of them are going to be continuing. Like, there's not going to be like another season. Like, I know that there's Kakegurui season 2, Mob Psycho season 2, Date Alive season 3, Kemono Friends season 2. Like, I know there's a bunch of season 2s. We're all going to be watching those. They don't need to be on a hype train. But these are 8 shows that I think you guys should definitely check out. So let's get started. Kicking off this list at number 8 is How Clumsy You Are, Miss Ueno. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about this show. All I know is the synopsis, which is Ueno, who is in her 3rd year of junior high school, is in love with the concept of falling in love. She makes full use of her inventions and tries to show it off to Tanaka, her science club kohai. It's tagged as being like a comedy romance, which is right up my alley. The art style is cute. It's gonna be a short. It's only gonna be like 15 minutes long, so I think it'll be worth, the watch. But the fact that it's not gonna be something that I think is gonna be completely groundbreaking is why it's so low on the list. But let's move on to number 7. Coming in at number 7 is Domestic Girlfriend. Now it has a manga. I read the manga. I was thoroughly enjoying the manga. So when I heard it was getting an anime, I became very excited. Okay, first off, I don't think this is gonna be groundbreaking either, but I think it's gonna be more trauma filled, and I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's from Dio Media, which is giving us some really good shows and some not really good shows. But basically, let's read the synopsis here. Natsuo is in love with his teacher, Hina. Attempting to forget his feelings toward her, Natsuo goes to a mixer with his classmates, where he meets an odd girl named Rui. In a strange turn of events, Rui asks Natsuo to sneak out with her and do her a favor. To his surprise, their destination is Rui's house, and her request is for him to have sex with her. There is no love behind the act. She just wants to learn from the experience. Thinking that it might help him forget about Hina, he hesitantly agrees. After this unusual encounter, Natsuo now faces a new problem. With his father remarrying, he ends up with a new pair of stepsisters. Unfortunately, he knows these 2 girls all too well. He soon finds out that his new siblings are none other than Hina and Rui, now living with both the teacher he loves and the girl whom he has had his first time. Natsuo finds himself in an unexpected love triangle as he climbs ever closer toward adulthood. See, that sounds both interesting and completely stupid. And while I was reading the manga, I was thinking this is really interesting, but this is really kind of stupid. But I still enjoyed it anyway. So I'm expecting to enjoy this one too. Like, I don't know how many episodes it's gonna have. It's a giant question mark there. But it's a drama romance school shonen. I don't know where the shonen is going to come in at, but it's I am really expecting for this to be a really dope show. Coming in at number 6 is the Quintessential Quintuplets. I'm not gonna lie, this is really only here for it being a harem, and I like harems. And it's a harem comedy romance, so this is also one of my guilty pleasure type loves for anime, and this one sounds really interesting actually. It says a high school romance comedy with 5 times the cute girls. There's 5 of them. A high school boy must work part-time to help 5 sisters study so they can graduate. But the only thing these quintuplets have in common is that they all hate study. 5 girls who want to do anything but study, and their tutor, a high school boy who's got book smarts but not much else. Futaro took the tutoring gig because he was desperate for cash, but when his students, the 5 beautiful daughters of a wealthy businessman, find 5 times the excuses to slack off, what can he do? At this rate, the sisters won't graduate, so if he wants to get paid, Futaro must think of a plan to suit each of them, which feels hopeless when 5 out of 5 of them think he's a loser. That sounds entertaining, honestly. It really does. I mean, like I said, this is only here because it's a harem. It's a harem comedy, so it's right up my alley. It may not be up your alley, but I do know that the art is very nice. The story is pretty unique, and it's a harem. So I'm watching it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna watch it. But let's move on to number 5. Coming in at number 5 is Boogie Pop Doesn't Laugh, or Boogie Pop Never Laughs. This is a psychological mystery horror anime, which is something that I usually enjoy. A lot of people usually enjoy. And this anime is from Madhouse, and named the last thing that Madhouse made that was bad. There you go. I don't necessarily like the name Boogie Pop, but hey, we as children, we were scared of a man called the Boogeyman. So, besides, it has an R rating for violence and profanity. It's going to be a fun one. Let's see. There is an urban legend that tells of a Shinigami that can release people from the pain they are suffering. This angel of death has a name, Boogie Pop, and the legends are true. Boogie Pop is real. When a rash of disappearances involving female students breaks out at Shinyo Academy, the police and faculty assume they just have a bunch of runaways on their hands, yet some students know better. Something mysterious and foul is afoot. Is it Boogie Pop or something even more sinister? That had my curiosity, but with that synopsis, it has my attention. This sounds like it's going to be a load of fun, I like mystery anime. That it's always a fun watch. This one I don't expect to be, anime of the year, but I expect it to be really good coming from Madhouse, because they have yet to disappoint me. Not just that the director also directed Aka 13, which is probably the most underrated show a few years ago, and One Punch Man. So this might actually be a really dope show, and it might be one of the best anime to come out this season. But let's move on to number 4. Coming in at number 4 is Kaguya, Love is War. To be 100% honest with you, this is here because it's a romance, and I personally love romances. But this one's an interesting romance. As you can see there, it's comedy, psychological romance, seinen. So they're adding a little bit of psychological aspect to a romance, which is pretty good. And it's also from A1 Pictures, and I really like A1 Pictures. I like the anime that they put out. Let's read the synopsis. Considered a genius due to having the highest grades in the country, Miyuki leads the prestigious Sujin Academy Student Council as its president. working alongside the beautiful and wealthy vice president, Kaguya. The two are often regarded as the perfect couple by students despite them not being in any sort of romantic relationship. However, the truth is that after spending so much time together, the two have developed feelings for one another. Unfortunately, neither is willing to confess, as doing so would be a sign of weakness. With their pride as elite students on the line, Miyuki and Kaguya embark on a quest to do whatever is necessary to get a confession out of the other. Through their daily antics, the battle of love begins. I don't really know if you guys are really into romance anime, but I'm really into this one, especially where you have two genius students trying to get the other one to confess first. Like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of facepalm moments, but I'm going to be laughing a lot. This is, I highly expect to thoroughly enjoy this show, and I hope that you will too. But let's move on to number 3. Coming in at number 3 is Dororo. Now, a little something about me. Historical anime has never really been my thing. It's never interested me enough for me to keep watching a show, and I know there's a lot of good historical shows out there, but they just don't really appeal to me unless they have like a neat little twist to it, kind of like Dororo has. It's a samurai lord has bartered away his newborn son's organs to 48 demons in exchange for dominance on the battlefield. That's how this synopsis starts off. That's so fucked up. Yet the abandoned infant survives thanks to a medicine man who equips him with primitive prosthetics. Lethal ones, which the wrong son will use to hunt down the multitude of demons to reclaim his body, one piece at a time. Before confronting his father on his journey, the young hero encounters an orphan who claims to be the greatest thief in Japan. If that doesn't sound like a dope-ass story, I don't know what does. I mean, it starts off completely jacked up with, you know, hey, take all of my son's internal organs so I can be strong, and then just abandon the kid. Like, it's one of those things where you just can't wait for the ending, even though you know exactly what it is. Like, I can automatically just see this guy running into his father and just murking him, and I can't wait to see that moment. Because his father sounds like a piece of crap, like a giant piece of crap. So, if it has like a theme or like a plot like that, then I can really get excited for it and I can get into it a whole lot better. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Mappa is the studio that's from, and Mappa's given us Kakegurui, Zombieland Saga, Inuyashiki, Terror in Tokyo, The Rage of Bahamut. It's giving us Yuri on Ice, giving us Banana Fish, Punchline. Like, it's given us a lot of dope things over the years, so I'm pretty excited for this one. I think this is going to be one of their defining shows, and I am super excited for it. I can't wait to watch this. Coming in at number 2, The Rising of a Shield Hero. This is at number 2 because of how good that time I got reincarnated as a slime was, and I really was not expecting for it to be that great. And this one does not sound that great. A shield hero doesn't sound great. Well, I'm kind of biased because that sounds like Captain America, and I hate Captain America. But this is anime, so it's probably gonna be dope. But it's from Cinema Citrus, which is given us shows like Back Bullet, Made in the Abyss, Barakuman, and Tokyo Magnitude 8.0. So they've got some pretty good stuff under the belt. It's from a light novel, so that's a thing. Now Fumi, an uncharismatic otaku who spends his days on games and manga, that's cool, suddenly finds himself summoned to a parallel universe. He discovers he is one of 4 heroes equipped with legendary weapons and tasked with saving the world from its prophesied destruction. As a shield hero, the weakest of the heroes, all is not as it seems. Now Fumi is soon alone, penniless and betrayed. With no one to turn to and nowhere to run, he is left with only his shield. Now Nofumi must rise to become the legendary shield hero and save the world. This sounds kind of amazing, actually. It actually sounds really, really good. And the animation looks dope. The studio has a lot of credibility behind it. They can make some really, really dope shows. And with it being an action, adventure, comedy, drama, fantasy, romance, and seinen, I think this will work out. I think it'll be dope. It should be dope. It should be one of the best anime to come out this season, if not this year. I think it can. I think it has a lot going for it. I think. But let's move on to number 1. Coming in at number 1 is The Promise Neverland. While I was reading the manga, it had me shook. It actually had me shook. It brought out feelings in me that I have not had a manga do, because I'm not a huge manga reader, you know what I mean? Like, I'll read a manga if I find one that's interesting, but I'm not just reading every single manga every single day. That's not me. That's never been me. But a friend of mine told me, hey, you got to read this manga, and I read the manga, and I absolutely love the manga. I really do. It's one of the best manga I've ever written, which is why I'm super excited that it has an anime. Now, let's read the synopsis so you know what this show is all about. Emma, Norman, and Ray are the brightest kids at the Gracefield House Orphanage, and under the care of the woman they refer to as Mom, all the kids have enjoyed a comfortable life. Good food, clean clothes, and the perfect environment to learn. What more can an orphan ask for? One day, though, Emma and Norman uncover the dark truth of the outside world they are forbidden from seeing. And when I got to that point in the manga, I was actually I was shook. I wasn't expecting the dark truth. Not gonna spoil it here. Just know this might be a contender for anime of the year if it's done correctly. Now, the studio Cloverworks, you know, they have the potential to make great anime. I mean, the last thing that they did was Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, which is probably a strong contender for anime of last year. Like I said earlier on, I like mystery type anime. This has a mystery horror sci-fi feel to it, so it's gonna be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I will put my reputation as an otaku on the line and say you will absolutely love this show. And by the end of its airing, that you will completely understand why it got the top spot on the 2019 Winter Anime Hype Train. But that's it. That's all 8. That's all 8 shows that I'm watching this season, along with the second seasons to Kakegurui, because I absolutely adore Kakegurui. Date Alive season 3 because I love Date Alive. And also Mob Psycho 100 season 2 because I love Mob Psycho 100. So there's a lot to actually sit down and watch watch this season. And I think this season's gonna start off with a bang. You know, with the Rising of the Shield Hero and Dororo and the Promise Neverland. I think those 3 are gonna be heavy contenders for maybe anime of the year. When it's all said and done at the end of 2019 and we're looking back on the year again. And I am planning on going back and looking back or reviewing the 2018 anime season, but with the move and everything, and it's gonna be a little late. Maybe in February I'm gonna probably go over it. Maybe February. I'm hoping before March. I'm definitely hoping before March. But yeah, look forward to that. Thank you all for your patience and your well wishes with the move. It's going frustratingly, but it could be a whole lot worse. So there is that. It's all about the perception. But yeah, anyway, that's all I got for you guys this time. If you like this video, please leave a like. I need those more than ever now. What anime are you most looking forward to this season? Put that down in the comment section below. Is there anything that you think that I missed or that I should have put on the list that it's not a second season or another season of something? Definitely put that down in the comment section below. Let's start a conversation about it. If you're new around here and this is your first video, well, welcome to TaylorMadeOtaku. My name's Taylor. I'm glad that you're here. But if you're new around here and you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join the family. We got waifus. Share this video on all of your social medias and follow me on all of my social medias in the description down below. And until next video, guys, peace out.